Hello and welcome. You are watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Alin Kazaku is a young student of the Salesian Vocational Training Center CFP in Serra Valle Scrivia in the province of Alexandria, Piedmont. Thanks to his determination, his commitment and the teachings he received over the years as a student of the salesman's course in the Salesian CFP, he was able to crown his dream of starting his own business and started a pizzeria. A serious preparation for the world of work and the possibility of internship in the company to immediately put into practice what had been learned on the benches were the keys to entering the world of work. Today, Alan is 27 years old and lives in Sardigliano. For 3 years, with his partner and best friend, he opened the pizzeria Quadrifoglio in Cassano, Spinola. At this time, they were only engaged in takeaway, but the hope is to resume full room activity as it had become a point of reference for neighboring countries. Alan attended the CFP course in Serra Valle Scrivia for salesman. A friend of mine recommended it to me. He told me about a beautiful environment useful for learning and being included in the world of work, he says. So, the training course led him first to do an internship in a clothing store, then to start working in the pizzeria as an employee. After the violent clashes in Myanmar on Saturday, March 27th, during which civilians, students and even children lost their lives, the Salesians and the Salesian family of the East Asia-Oceania region intensified their movement of prayer and solidarity. Many local Asian churches have also expressed their closeness to the suffering people of Myanmar who have witnessed violence, killings and imprisonment since February. Korean Cardinal Andrew Yom So-jung, Archbishop of Seoul, South Korea, invited the entire Catholic community of 1 million people to a prayer novena in Myanmar, which ended on April 7th. Last March 31st, there was also a day of prayer organized by the East Asian FMA Interspector Conference CIAO in English, which includes 8 provinces and a total of 1,110 nuns. On this occasion, the FMA province of the Philippines and Papua New Guinea FIL made its digital platform available to follow the event online. The Salesian provinces and the Association of Salesian Cooperators of many countries belonging to the Asia-Oceania region responded to the appeal of prayer and solidarity. In many places, prayer activity has particularly intensified during the days of Holy Week. In these difficult months for Myanmar, through Catholic media and social networks, there are many stories of hope that follow one another. The Burmese people are showing great courage and determination, showing themselves willing to suffer for freedom and a better future for the country. From April 1st to April 4th, more than 2,000 young people experienced the Youth Easter with the Salesian and Daughters of Mary Help of Christians of Haiti. The Salesian Youth Ministry has resumed the tradition interrupted last year due to the pandemic, and young people have testified to their strong desire to gather to relax, pray and share good moments in communion. The SDB and FMA communities accompanied young people from Holy Thursday to Easter Sunday on the theme, Alleluia, Christ is alive in hope and love rejoice. Moreover, the Pastoral Committee has developed a guide and a song inspired by the theme has been composed to allow young people to live at their best this moment of high spiritual intensity. On March 30th and 31st, the Salesian Institute in Concepcion delivered Chromebook laptops to students in the 7th and 8th grades. Don Claudio Cartes, director of the Institute, in the presence of Principal Aida Sepulveda, blessed the computers before handing them over to the parents of the students. Chromebooks are institutionally configured and labeled for immediate use by students. The initiative is part of the Salesian Technological Innovation Project, which aims at a correct and fair connection of students to academic and pastoral activities. The IT department, with the support of educational assistants, provided the material and technological support. From 31st March to 4th April, in the Salesian presence of Valsalis in Fusaga, Suga, 27 young people participated in the Experience Easter Youth 2021. The team of the Delegation of Youth Pastoral Care organized the event, respecting the biosecurity measures, inviting young people to live a true encounter with the Paschal mystery of Jesus in prayer, reflection and celebration of the different moments of Holy Triduum. The participants were the animators of the various presences of the Salesian province of Colombia, Bogota, COB, who, in a festive environment, were able to share the days with hope in the risen Christ and the discernment of their vocation. The activity also received the support of the Delegation of Social Communication, which made daily videos of the activities. Savio Salesian College in Bootle recently received a further donation of laptops to students from Everton in the community, the official charity of Everton Football Club and English Premier League team. At a time when it was necessary to rely on remote learning due to the pandemic, inequalities in society emerged in families who do not have computers and internet connections. Everton in the community has worked with a generous technology provider to address the issue in 60 schools. The Salesian Province of Great Britain (GBR) has also helped students in Salesian School to equip themselves for distant learning. Holy Week in the parish San Giovanni Bosco of Suva was celebrated at the Don Bosco Youth and Recreation Centre under the guidance of the parish priests Don Mika Leilua and Don James Kwao. More than 700 people were present at each Holy Week celebration, coming from Muanikoso and Makoi, from various villages and areas of Fiji, arrived by bus, truck, taxis, and for the most part on foot. George Fernandes is a young teacher born in Ribamar from Luhinra in Portugal, excited to experience new challenges and adventures. He studied computer engineering and project management. After 3 years working in the Czech Republic as a software developer, he decided to go for a year to Luanda, Angola as a Salesian missionary volunteer. He carried out the path of preparation and missionary sending with the Czech Salesian Association (SADBA). Back from Angola, he returned to his hometown where he works as a teacher. Here are some of his thoughts on his experience. On March 25, 2020, some Salesians and lay people held the first coordination video conference for Salesian initiatives in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. From that day and almost every day, an email informed of the different initiatives carried out in the name of Don Bosco all over the world with a single goal: saving lives. During this period, more than 11 million people in 121 countries received assistance thanks to the Salesian family. On 7th April, World Health Day is therefore the right day to pay tribute to all the health workers and to highlight the initiative that have developed thanks to Salesian solidarity all over the world. Although there is still much to be done, as inequality and hunger have increased at the same rate as the pandemic, awareness-raising programs to avoid infection, distribution of food and hygiene kits, production of masks, distribution of water, reception of street children, visits to the sick, spiritual accompaniment online. These are some of the myriad activities carried out in the last year with the aim of saving lives, especially those of the most disadvantaged. This photograph, dating back to 1943, shows the group of the first Salesian missionaries who arrived in Cape Verde. Sitting in the center, we see Father Francisco Leite Pereira. Still seated, proceeding from left to right, we see Father Miguel Rodriguez and Father Jose Maria Alves. Standing, Father Domingos Alves, Carlos Marquez, and Matias Lorenco. Legendary Darjeeling tea planter Raja Banerjee, who developed his own tea variant plant christened Rimpoka, meaning reincarnated tea, has gifted tea saplings to Salesian College Principal Father George Thadatil. Rimpoka is a registered trademark tea with a rare and special aroma. The new variant tea is completely indigenous to the foothills of Darjeeling. In the near future, we hope to jointly set up a tea academy in Salesian College, said Raja Banerjee, whose team will teach Salesian College Siliguri gardeners how to nurture and also brew Rimpoka tea. Principal Father Thadatil said, "Yes, it's part of the memorandum of understanding with Rimpoka tea being worked out." In 1859, Girish Chandra, Raja's great-grandfather, founded the Makaibari estate in the Darjeeling Hills, 2/3 of which is still a rainforest, and set up the world's first tea factory. Makaibari tea plantation is the only family-owned garden that has survived the tribulations of time in the hills, making it the ultimate brand for connoisseur of Darjeeling tea. It was the official tea partner at Beijing Olympics in 2008 and at the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil. Raja, the fourth-generation owner of the garden, pioneered organic cultivation of tea back in 1988, and Makaibari is the first fully organic tea garden in the country. In 2018, Raja gifted 12% of his share in the Makaibari tea and trading companies to the workers. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.